As we get older, we become wiser. We've helped people all our lives, family, friends, even strangers. But have you ever helped someone only to realize later that it was a mistake? Maybe they took advantage of your kindness. Maybe they drained your energy without giving anything in return. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many seniors find themselves exhausted, financially strained, or emotionally worn out because they gave too much to the wrong people. But here's the truth. Not everyone deserves your help. In this video, we'll talk about 4 types of people you should never help if you want to protect your peace and well-being. But first, I want to hear from you. Have you ever helped someone and regretted it? Share your story in the comments. And let me know where you're watching from. Now let's get started with the first type of person you should be careful with. Helping others can be a beautiful thing when it's the right person. But when it's the wrong person, it can drain you mentally, emotionally, and even financially. As we age, our energy becomes more valuable. We don't have time to waste on people who don't appreciate or respect us. So how do you know when someone is taking advantage of you? There are clear warning signs. They only reach out when they need something. They make you feel guilty for saying no, and they never seem to improve, no matter how much you help them. The sad part is that many people don't realize they're being used until it's too late. They wake up one day feeling exhausted, wondering where all their energy and time went. The good news? You can take control of your life starting today. And it all begins by recognizing the first type of person you should never help, the one who always plays the victim. You've probably met someone like this. No matter what happens, it's never their fault. Life is always unfair to them. They always have a crisis, and they expect you to fix it. Maybe it's a relative who constantly needs financial help but never tries to manage their money. Or a friend who always has drama and expects you to listen for hours without ever asking how you're doing. The problem with helping the eternal victim is that they don't want a solution, they want attention. They thrive on sympathy, not change. And the more you help them, the more they depend on you. This can leave you feeling emotionally drained and frustrated. So how do you protect yourself? The key is setting boundaries. Instead of giving them unlimited time and energy, offer advice once and step back. If they don't take action, that's their choice, not your responsibility. But believe it or not, there's someone even more dangerous than the victim. Up next, we'll talk about the manipulator, the person who knows exactly how to make you feel guilty to get what they want. If the eternal victim drains your energy, the emotional manipulator controls your decisions. These people are experts at using guilt, fear, and obligation to get what they want. They make you feel selfish for saying no. They remind you of everything they've done for you, making you feel like you owe them. Sound familiar? Maybe it's a family member who constantly reminds you of past favors, or a so-called friend who always finds a way to make you feel bad for not helping them. The dangerous part? Manipulators don't always ask for money or physical help. They can also take away your peace by keeping you emotionally trapped. If you feel guilty every time you set a boundary, you might be dealing with one. But here's the truth. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your life. The first step to protecting yourself is recognizing manipulation when it happens. The next step? Learning how to say no without guilt, and that's exactly what we'll talk about next. For many of us, saying no feels uncomfortable. We've spent our lives helping others, raising children, supporting family and friends. But the reality is, there comes a time when you must put yourself first. If you don't, you'll end up exhausted, resentful, and drained. So how do you say no without feeling guilty? The secret is in how you respond. Instead of explaining yourself too much, keep it simple. I can't help with that. No long explanation needed. I need to focus on myself right now. Gentle but firm response. I've done what I can. The rest is up to you. This makes it clear that you're not responsible for fixing everything. The key is to stop over-explaining and feeling like you have to justify yourself. Manipulators thrive on making you feel bad, but once you stop giving in, they lose their power. But while emotional manipulators are dangerous, there's another type of person who can be just as damaging. The one who only comes around when they need something. Let's talk about them next. Asterisk asterisk. This one is easy to recognize. They disappear when you need them, but magically show up when they need something from you. They never call to check on you, but they're the first to ask for a favor. Maybe it's a distant relative who only reaches out when they need money, or an old friend who never invites you anywhere unless they need a ride. At first, it's easy to make excuses for them. Maybe they're just busy. Maybe they really need help this time. But over time, you start to notice a pattern. They only show up when it benefits them. And the worst part? If you say no, they disappear again until they need something else. That's not friendship. That's not family. That's using people. The hard truth is, some people see kindness as weakness. The more you give, the more they take. The best way to deal with an opportunist? Stop being available for them. Because once they realize they can't use you, they'll move on to someone else. But there's still one more type of person you should never help, the one who drains your energy without even asking for anything. And they might be closer to you than you think. Asterisk asterisk. Some people don't ask for money. They don't manipulate you. They don't disappear when they don't need anything. Instead, they drain you emotionally with their endless negativity. They complain about everything, their job, their health, their family, the world. Nothing is ever good enough. And worst of all, they never want solutions. They just want to vent over and over again. At first, you might listen because you care. But over time, it becomes exhausting. Their negativity seeps into your own life, making you feel drained and frustrated. Studies show that constant exposure to negative conversations increases stress and lowers happiness. And at this stage of life, protecting your peace is essential. So how do you handle a complainer? One way is to redirect the conversation. The next time they start complaining, try saying, "Let's focus on something positive. What's something good that happened today?" If they resist and keep bringing negativity into your life, it might be time to distance yourself. Because, at the end of the day, you can't fix someone who doesn't want to change. Asterisk asterisk. Now that we've covered the 4 types of people you should never help, let's talk about why this is so important. Many people feel guilty for stepping back, but the truth is, your peace is priceless. Stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion take a toll on your health. Studies have linked chronic stress to heart disease, high blood pressure, and even memory loss. The more you allow toxic people into your life, the more you risk your own well-being. But when you set boundaries, you take control. You free up space for the things that truly matter, your happiness, your health, and the people who genuinely care about you. And here's the best part. Once you stop giving your energy to the wrong people, you'll have more energy for the right ones. So what's the next step? How do you start setting these boundaries today? Let's go over some practical strategies in the next chapter. Asterisk asterisk. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means you respect yourself. But for many of us, it's hard. We don't want to disappoint people. We don't want to seem selfish. But here's the reality: people who truly care about you will respect your boundaries. Those who get angry, they were only interested in what they could get from you. So how do you start setting boundaries today? Here are 3 simple steps. Recognize who drains your energy. Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with someone. If you always feel exhausted, something needs to change. Decide what you will and won't accept. Maybe you won't give money anymore. Maybe you won't answer calls after a certain time. Define your limits, communicate clearly, and stand firm. When someone tries to cross the line, say, "I can't do that," or "I need to take care of myself." No long explanations. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And soon, you'll notice a powerful shift: less stress, more energy, and a life filled with peace. But what about the people who don't respect your boundaries? What do you do when they refuse to take no for an answer? That's exactly what we'll discuss next. Some people don't accept no as an answer. They push, insist, and even try to make you feel guilty. When this happens, stay firm. The key is consistency. If you give in once, they'll keep trying. If someone ignores your boundaries, repeat your decision without emotion. "I already told you, I can't help." Don't argue. Don't explain. Just repeat. If they still won't respect you, distance yourself. Reduce contact, avoid engaging in their drama, and focus on people who appreciate you. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but over time, you'll realize how much peace it brings. The moment you stop allowing people to drain your energy, you regain control of your life. But what if the toxic person is someone close to you, like a family member? Let's talk about that next. Family can be the hardest to say no to. You might feel obligated to help, even when it's hurting you. But here's the truth: being family doesn't give someone the right to mistreat or manipulate you. If a relative constantly drains you, it's okay to step back. Limit your interactions, set clear boundaries, and don't let guilt control you. If they try to make you feel bad, remind yourself, you're not responsible for their choices. You can still love someone without allowing them to disrupt your peace. And remember, true family supports each other. They don't take advantage. Surround yourself with people who bring you joy, not stress. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake many people make when trying to protect their peace, and how you can avoid it. Many people finally set boundaries, only to break them later. They feel bad, give in, and end up back where they started. This is the biggest mistake: not standing by your decision. If you say no, mean it. If you distance yourself, don't go back just because you feel guilty. Toxic people rely on your hesitation. The moment you give in, they know they can push again. The key is staying firm, even when it's uncomfortable. Remind yourself why you set boundaries in the first place. Think about how much better you feel without their constant negativity. It's not about being cruel, it's about protecting your well-being. And once you fully commit to this, you'll experience something truly life-changing: freedom. Up next, let's explore what life looks like when you finally stop helping the wrong people. At first, distancing yourself from toxic people feels strange. You might even question if you did the right thing. But then something amazing happens. You feel lighter, calmer, and more in control. You wake up without the stress of constant demands. You have more time and energy for the things you truly enjoy. Your mind feels clearer because you're no longer caught up in other people's negativity. This is the power of protecting your peace. And as you create space in your life, you'll notice something else. The right people start showing up. Genuine friendships grow stronger. Family members who truly care will respect your choices. The more you say no to toxic energy, the more you say yes to happiness. But what about people who accuse you of being selfish? Let's talk about how to handle that next. When you stop allowing people to take advantage of you, some won't like it. They'll say, "You've changed," as if it's a bad thing. The truth is, you have changed because you're prioritizing yourself for once. But here's the thing. People who genuinely care about you will be happy to see you taking care of yourself. The ones who get upset, they were only benefiting from your lack of boundaries. When someone accuses you of being different, take it as a sign of growth. Respond with confidence. Yes, I have changed. And it's the best decision I've made. Don't let guilt pull you back into unhealthy cycles. Every time you stand firm, you reinforce the message that your peace matters. And once you embrace this new mindset, you'll discover something powerful. Helping the right people feels completely different. Let's explore why next. Helping others isn't the problem. The issue is helping those who only take and never give. But when you help the right people, those who appreciate and respect you, it feels completely different. Instead of feeling drained, you feel fulfilled. Instead of stress, you experience gratitude. Imagine giving your time and energy to people who genuinely care about you. Maybe it's a friend who has always supported you. Maybe it's a community that values your wisdom. When you choose to invest in the right relationships, your kindness becomes a source of joy, not exhaustion. And that's the key. Helping should never come at the cost of your own well-being. You deserve to spend your time with people who uplift and appreciate you. So how do you find and surround yourself with these people? That's exactly what we'll cover next. The key to a peaceful life isn't just removing toxic people, it's replacing them with the right ones. Seek out relationships that bring joy, respect, and support. Look for people who celebrate your happiness, not just your struggles. A great way to find these connections is by joining social groups, engaging in hobbies, or participating in community events. When you spend time with positive, uplifting individuals, you'll feel energized rather than drained. Pay attention to how people make you feel. Do they listen? Do they support you? True friendships are mutual, not one-sided. The more you surround yourself with the right people, the less space you'll have for those who drain you. And when your life is filled with positivity, something powerful happens. You stop feeling guilty for protecting your peace. Up next, let's talk about why self-care is the final step in this journey. Many people feel guilty for putting themselves first. But self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. If you don't take care of yourself, no one else will. Your well-being matters just as much as anyone else's. Self-care means setting boundaries, prioritizing your health, and choosing peace over stress. It can be as simple as enjoying quiet time, engaging in a hobby, or saying no to things that drain you. The moment you stop feeling guilty for taking care of yourself, your life changes. You start making decisions based on what's best for you, not out of obligation or fear. And here's the truth. When you take care of yourself, you have more to offer the right people, those who truly value you. So let's wrap up with a final message about embracing this new chapter of life with confidence and peace. You've learned the types of people to avoid, how to set boundaries, and the importance of self-care. Now it's time to embrace this knowledge fully. Protecting your peace isn't about shutting people out, it's about making space for the right ones. It's about valuing yourself enough to say no when needed. Remember, your energy is precious. Don't waste it on those who drain you. Instead, invest it in relationships and activities that bring joy. The more you prioritize your well-being, the more fulfilling your life becomes. So take this as your reminder. Your peace is your power. Hold on to it. Live with confidence. And most importantly, surround yourself with people who truly deserve your kindness. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out our next video on how to build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Thanks for watching.